Yeah, Antarctica. It's an awesome place to sail to. It's also extremely challenging and inherently dangerous. But the scenery is stunning, the wildlife is amazing, and the climate is unforgiving. For me, it isn't just that it's this really remote place, big adventure to get there. There's actually some family history involved. My great-uncle, Hubert Hudson, was a navigating officer on Shackleton's trans-Antarctic expedition. And he went to Antarctica when he was 28. He commanded one of the 3 sailing lifeboats that sailed away from the crushed ship Endurance to Elephant Island, and he got severe frostbite during that sail. You've all heard of Shackleton's expedition. I'll just remind you that they were trying to traverse the continent of Antarctica. And so they sailed down the South Atlantic Ocean, got trapped in ice in the Weddell Sea, drifted with the ice, then the ice crushed them, the boat sank, the ship sank, they escaped to Elephant Island in these 3 little lifeboats. They're like 21, 23 foot long sailing lifeboats. And on Elephant Island they took wood from 2 of them, partly decked over the 3rd, and beefed it up, and then Shackleton and 5 others sailed some 800 miles across the Southern Ocean to South Georgia, landed, crossed a glacier to get to the other side of South Georgia, where there's a Norwegian whaling station, where they could request help. And after 4 months and 3 attempts, they actually did get everyone off Elephant Island. So that's why we always think of Shackleton's expedition as so inspirational, because they, against all the odds, they persevered and they survived. And though everything went wrong, they actually did survive, and that's what's known about Shackleton's expedition. I got to Antarctica as part of an indirect circumnavigation of the Americas. It started in France, where I bought my boat, and tonight I am going to be talking about the part in yellow from Ushuaia, Argentina to Antarctica and to South Africa. My boat is specially designed for high-latitude sailing. It was particularly designed and built to sail to Antarctica. I believe there are 25 of these made. A few of them do charters to Antarctica and charter out of Greenland. The first one of these, they wintered over in Antarctica 1 year. It's a 50-foot boat, all steel construction, very strongly made, continuously welded on the inside and out. But what's really unusual about this boat is that all the ballast is in the centerboard, so there's 4.5 tons of lead there. And so when the centerboard is down and locked in place, you can sail. You got a 10.5-foot draft. When you want to get into someplace shallow, you can motor and with the centerboard up, and the draft is more than 4 feet, less than 5 feet. And this is how she looks out of the water. Another thing about this design is the shape of the hull is designed so that if you get trapped in the ice, instead of being crushed by the ice, there's a tendency for the hull to be pushed up by the force of the ice. And being able to retract the centerboard gives the ice less to grab, so it makes it more likely that you'll be popped up. Doesn't mean you actually will be popped up, but it will, under some conditions, pop up. And this is how she looks under sail. This is actually in Patagonia. And there are different theories on how many sails a boat should have. 2 sails is the most efficient, but if you have a big boat and you have a lot of sails, then each sail is smaller and therefore requires less physical strength to handle it, but overall the boat's less efficient. So 2 varying ideas on how many sails a boat should have, resulting in 2 entirely different conclusions, and that's what keeps it interesting. I got to Ushuaia. I came in from Easter Island and went down the Patagonian coast of Chile and through the Beagle Channel to Ushuaia, Argentina. That's a story, another story. I won't be talking about that tonight. Ushuaia is the southernmost city in the world. It's got a population of 50,000 people, and it sits at the southern end of the road system of the Americas and in the Andes Mountains. So there's just fantastic hiking in the mountains. tourism is a big industry. You see that's a casino at the end of the dock. And most voyages to Antarctica leave from Ushuaia, and I left from Ushuaia as well.